everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ask Adam and Michelle.
Whoop, whoop. Hello, how are you?
Hang on a sec. I know today's about aliens because I'm wearing my alien earrings like I promised. But you've got a different backdrop. How do I know it's the real Adam and that the real Adam hasn't been abducted by aliens and replaced with alien Adam? You're freaking me out here.
It is me. Do you know what happened? It actually is me. They let me out of the room that I'm usually locked in. Like normally I'm not allowed out except for like half an hour on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah.
But today they said, look, it's kind of a sunny day. We want you to bring in the washing, mow the lawn, all that sort of stuff. You've got to work today, so we're going to let you out of your little dungeon that we keep you in. So, yeah, so I get to come out and play today. Yeah, I'm in a different room. It's amazing. It's got so much space compared to what I'm normally in.
You messed with my head a little bit there, and I was thinking, oh, this is maybe because you know the aliens are always watching. Maybe.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Hey,
they are.
Did you get the watch that I sent you, winning your prize from last time?
I was so excited to get the watch. Like I haven't worn a watch for years. Like I haven't worn a watch in probably since I was in high school. So like 2 years ago. And so I was just really excited to get the watch. But unfortunately, just like with the crown, unfortunately, I got all the stuff from inside it though. Like I got all I put it in a little container. Just going to take the lid off the container. But basically, they're just all the bits of the watch from the inside of it, the cogs and the screws and everything, so it was a lovely, lovely gesture. The watch is now not even right twice a day. It's just, I haven't even got the front of it. Like the face was just smashed into little bits of glass. So I've only kept one bit, which lodged in my hand and I couldn't get it out. So that's all of the watch that I've kept. But thank you though, because now I've received a watch for the first time in 2 years.
Oh, that Australia Post. Oh my gosh. Next time I'm sending it by carrier pigeon.
I think you need to. I think they're much more reliable.
They are.
I mean, I ordered some very delicate China teacups and they arrived fine, but for some reason the stuff that I get from you just gets smashed up into pieces.
But I wrapped it so beautifully too. So, yes.
Very nice wrapping paper.
Oh well. Well, you just got that internal body clock thing happening, so we won't even know.
Yeah. The sun and the moon, that stuff.
But can you remember what you asked for your prize for today? Can you remember what you thought you might like to try for?
I feel like it was. I don't remember exactly, but I know it was something. It was an alien product of some sort, like something aliens use. But I can't. I feel like it was like an alien, like brain tester or something, like a brain probe.
It kind of. It was meant to be a pew pew alien laser gun. Pew pew. And look, I've even got one with a W for Wallace. Your very own pew pew.
My own pew pew.
Alien
I'm so excited.
So this is like high stakes, dude. Now I am
the highest of stakes.
I don't even know how I'm going to get this to you because I do not trust Australia Post now. So,
well, I mean, the aliens are always watching. Maybe one of them will just offer to bring it over to me.
Yeah, I might just get them to zap it to you. Okay, yeah. This is what you're playing for today. I'm not going to press the button because I will explode my whole house.
Don't do that because then if it rains, you'll get wet.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. So high stakes today.
High stakes, as high as an alien in space.
I know. Now, it was actually really tricky finding...
Factual question.
Yes. Is that the right word? Is it facts about aliens?
Facts about aliens. I don't know. One of my favorite things I ever had to do was research for a book. I had to research facts on the tooth fairy. That was an interesting one.
Hey, I was thinking we should do fairies.
Fairies would be fun.
Because I've only got my whole fairy get up that I can wear. Would be cool. All right, so
I could too.
Of course you do. All right, so I'm going to write that in the book. Hang on a second. I'm going to write
Okay, fairies.
fairies down.
Exciting.
I
Read facts
know.
about fairies.
Facts about fairies, because I know heaps of facts about fairies, because I've got like BFFs who are fairies. But anyway, we're getting off the topic. We're talking about aliens.
Aliens! Woo!
And there are 6 questions.
Okay, how many do I need to get right, Michelle?
You need to get 4 right, because that is a pretty kick-ass
Yeah, big ass, but that's like 66%. So, you know, that's good. That's about my average at school. So that's good.
But last time we were talking about time, you got every single one right.
Time? Who knew? Who knew I'd be an expert on time?
I don't know. All right, so here we go. Here is your first question.
I'm ready.
Okay, this is the facts, remember? We only report the facts on this show.
Only report facts.
Journalistic reporting. Okay.
Yeah, for all the kids who might have assignments, as we mentioned the other week, to help them out.
Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down, kids. Nothing but facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do aliens know about Earth and us humans?
Oh, yes. Oh, my yes. Because as aliens are watching us all the time. Oh, my, Michelle. You can tell how jolly we are today and how excited about aliens. I've even got a wedgie I've got to sort out there. That's how excited I am. My jeans are going up my bottom. And
well, we are talking about aliens, but that's another.
He's the probing.
Focus.
They do. They very much do know about us. So we're like ants are to us is what we're like to aliens. They're like looking through giant magnifying glasses. If they go in front of the sun and analyze us, we're just going to burn to death, because the sun will refract through the magnifying glass. Yes, they know about us. Yes, they could destroy us like that.
You know what? That's true, but not about the ant bit.
Really?
Yes. So there's no indication that aliens are actually related to humans, but there is.
Although my uncle.
I think we've all got one of those in the family. But there's actual proof that aliens have visited Earth already and that they already know about us. So many of these factual researchers believe aliens may have seeded the Earth. That means that they have been here and they left their little little sons and daughters on the Earth, just every now and again, and that eventually, that when the time is right, mum and dad come back, those people who are already integrated into society, we don't even know, they will be the ones who lead the human race going forward.
That's amazing.
I know. Fact.
Aliens walk among us.
Yes. So maybe your uncle is a planted alien.
A planted alien.
Oh, I would start being nice to him, because if he's going to take over the Earth, you don't want him.
Nice.
No. Yeah. All those crazy people, you need to start being nice to them.
Be nice to the crazies. They could be aliens.
Correct.
Especially the ones yelling. They're coming. Mum and Dad are going to come.
Why did you leave me?
Why did you leave me, Mother? I'm lonely on Earth.
I have no friends.
They say I smell like Pluto or Uranus.
I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting for
it first.
Okay, that leads us very well onto our second question.
Excellent.
Right. So, correct, you've got 1 out of 1. Which planets besides Earth in our solar system are the most likely to have alien life already seeded?
That's a very good question. Very good question, Michelle, because obviously most people go, oh, Mars. Like, obviously, because Martians, they're always in man. Obvious is not always correct, So definitely definitely, I would say, I was going to say Pluto, which is why Pluto popped in my head. But then you said it's a trick question because there are so many aliens on, oh, you froze. There's so many aliens on Pluto, right? Pluto's not a planet. So I know that you're trying to trick me. So I'm not going to say Pluto. I'm actually going to say it actually is, surprisingly, it actually is Uranus, because they actually really like the smell of that planet. And they say, oh, they go somewhere and they go, oh, this smells like Uranus. It's amazing. And they get very, very excited. So aliens are all over Uranus.
I was letting you go there because you were just having so much fun saying the word Uranus over and over again.
I don't know how many times I said it, but it was a lot.
I don't know, but you were owning it. So you, but no, incorrect. So apparently aliens prefer moons. So they would be more likely to be on Saturn's moons, or don't Jupiter's moon, not Uranus.
So technically,
No.
if you took the cover off, do you know, people think Uranus is a planet, but if you take the cover off Uranus, it actually is a moon.
I'm starting to regret choosing this topic now.
Okay, I will not say that word again.
Oh, good.
Can I say it one more time?
Yes.
Can I say it one more time?
Yes.
Only because in my book I've just written, which is about amazing alien adventures, the first story is called Bananas on Uranus. True stories.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Did you know, one more time? One more time?
What? Uranus.
Well done. Okay.
Baby.
Pop it in a box. Leave it there. Well done.
Put
So
it in a box
no.
with my watch.
Incorrect.
1 out of 2.
No. All right. Question number 3.
Okay.
When was the first UFO sighting?
Ooh. By me or by someone else?
Anyone, the very first in the history of the world.
In the history, because my first one was in 1993. So, yeah, but the first one in the history of the Earth was well before that. So I know that there were like aliens found in like the 1950s and stuff, but I reckon the first UFO sighting was before. I'm going to go for 1923.
Okay. Any specific reason you've chosen that year?
Well, it was just after the First World War. And so the mums and dads wanted to come and check to see if the little baby aliens they'd seeded on the Earth were okay, because there'd been all this chaos and bombs and explosions. My baby! And so they came down, saw it was okay. The baby's like, Mama, are you okay? And then they just flew off again.
Okay, great.
Back to the moon.
Before they see you. Before they see you.
Don't let him see us.
We'll never hear the end.
It's like a parent at a shopping centre.
Yes, it is. Or no, when you're sneaking away from daycare, it's like, don't make eye contact.
Yeah, no make eye
Make
contact.
eye contact.
The tears will start.
Yes.
Yep.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Okay, it was
that
actually...
random year I picked out of thousands was incorrect.
Well, you were close.
Okay.
It was 14,050 BC.
Oh, I was this close.
I know. So when Egyptians saw brilliant circles of light in the sky, and in some Egyptian hieroglyphics, these specialist fact-finding alien people have recognized a helicopter, a submarine, and a plane.
Wow, that's incredible. I didn't even know there was a 14,050 BC, let alone that there was UFO sightings back then.
Well, I think you need to add that to your alien book.
I do. That's very interesting. It's in. It's in.
Yes. Egyptians and aliens having a little party.
Yeah.
There's like helicopters and submarines. Like, this is a full-on gangster like rap party with stopping by helicopter. Got the private chopper chopping me in. Party. Yeah.
And you know, aliens can read hieroglyphics as well, because it sounds just like how they talk. So
I know.
Amazing.
I know.
Wow, I'm learning so much. So I don't even care if I don't get the laser brain probe gun because I'm learning so much. That's my prize today, is I'm learning so much.
Knowledge is such a wonderful prize.
So wonderful.
It is.
And just the image of aliens and Egyptians rocking out. Amazing.
I know.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Or an alien. This one's really hard as well. Okay.
Well, it's all over.
Question number 4. It's all right.
Yep.
I can do the bonus point thing at the end.
Okay, good.
Which country has their own UFO landing site?
Ooh, which country has their own UFO landing site? As in like a whole country, not just a little country town? Because I'm pretty sure Warragul might have one. But
Yeah, not space station. Like, this is specifically for UFOs, right? So I just thought I'd do country because you'll have more of a chance of picking maybe a country than necessarily the town. So what country do you think would be welcome to the idea of UFOs landing? So they built them an actual UFO landing strip.
yeah. Amazing. I mean, and it's really interesting because when they have that landing strip, there's actually a little guy who's waiting there with his little paddles. He's like, they're going to come soon. He's like really old now. He's been waiting there for ages. Come on, aliens, get in. I would say it's America, but they're not such fans of illegal aliens sometimes going in.
No, it's okay. It's not America. There's my tip. It's not America.
I didn't think so. It's not America. That narrows it down really well to the other 14,050 countries. So I'm going to say it's going to be a friendly country. It's going to be one of those friendly countries, I think. Just, not just friendly, but a little bit wacky. A little bit wacky. Like they like sort of, you know, they're a bit out there, a bit fun. So it actually is, it's in Scandinavia-ish. It's on the same planet as the Scandinavian countries.
Correct.
And funnily
It's
enough,
in the same hemisphere as
it's in the same hemisphere as the Scandinavian countries. Oh, I'm glad we never did geography as a question.
the North Hemisphere.
No, I know that. I just don't know what's in it. I am going to most definitely go for Italy because they just sound like the accent. It's a good, huh? That sounds like the type of people that would want to welcome aliens to this world with a landing strip just so they can get in there, see their children. Mamma mia, bambino. And they like family and children, so they welcome the alien parents in to see the seeded alien babies.
No. Incorrect.
Ah!
So close. It was
Really?
Canada.
Canada, which is so close to America. Who knew?
Yes, and Northern Hemisphere and all.
It is Canada is in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm just going to write a note down.
Write that down. Write that
Okay,
down.
Canada, Northern Hemisphere.
Alberta.
Do you know penguins are only found in the Southern Hemisphere? So we know penguins aren't aliens because they didn't land in the Northern Hemisphere.
Correct. So Alberta in Canada has a designated UFO, and it's round. It's got all the welcoming flags of all of the states of Canada, and a rock from every part of Canada has been placed in a circle, welcoming the
That's
aliens.
so cool.
I know.
And I actually understand now why I got it wrong and chose Italy because I have a pen pal. Like I have pen pals in a couple of different countries, and one of them is in Italy, and his name is Alberta or her. I'm not sure which way it works with Alberta. But Alberta, because I can't tell by the handwriting, but Alberta is in Italy, my friend. And so I got confused because it was Alberta in Canada.
Okay, half a point.
Okay, cool.
Half a point. So you got 1.5 points, and you've only got 2 questions to go.
2.5 out of the next 2.
Correct.
Yeah, easy.
So this next question is for 1.5 points.
Oh boy. Okay. We can get back on track.
And I will help you. I will help you, but I'm channeling my inner alien, like I'm telepathically telling you the answer right now as I read it.
I hope it doesn't smash like a watch on the way over.
It might.
Okay.
Sending it through.
Okay.
Think back to kings and queens because I know you are a king, so you know a lot about kings, and you know your BFFs with a lot of royalty. So, which famous king was abducted by aliens?
Wow.
Okay, so this king is no longer living.
No.
It is a famous king from the past.
Yeah.
And was a little bit fatty. Yeah. A little bit, just a little bit. So can you think of, thinking back with your kingly knowledge of all of your brethren, kings of the past, could you potentially think of one who liked conspiracy theories and collected a whole heap of objects that were a little bit out there?
No, I've got it. So actually, it's funny because there's someone who lives just down the street here in Croydonia who's also a little bit cuckoo and thinks they're a king and collect things, and that's just George. But speaking of George, it's actually, because it's in the name, it's actually Mad King George, the Mad King George, which I believe was one of our questions. Crazy King George, Mad King George. He wasn't mad until he got abducted by aliens. He's like, oh, I'm so mad that you abducted me and didn't take me with you to Saturn's moons.
Yeah, and drop me back.
Got me back.
Don't drop me back
with those
Earthlings. What are you, a kid or something?
Come on.
Yeah. Incorrect.
Oh, really? There's a crazier king than Mad King George?
French King Napoleon Bonaparte claimed he was abducted by aliens in July 1794.
Wow.
He actually did go missing for a week.
That's amazing. I just thought he was partying. No,
I was just thinking,
he was abducted by
he's
aliens.
the king. What are we going to do? Like, go, king, like you got king stuff to do. Like, he was just doing his thing. And he claims that during that time, he was abducted by aliens.
Abducted by aliens. Wow. Napoleon Bonaparte. Wow. He was almost Napoleon pull-apart when the aliens got their hands on him.
He was, but yes, so there you go. There's something else to put in your alien book.
Another of the book. Actually, after they abducted him, instead of Napoleon, he was Napoleon.
He was only little. Like
he was only little.
So maybe he used to be taller, and then after
maybe yeah, and they sort of shrunk him down a little bit. Or maybe it was like when you catch a fish, and if you get a little fish, you throw it back in. They picked him up and went, oh, too small. They just threw him back.
Cool.
Oh, look how little their kings are.
No wonder we're going to come back and take them over and like.
Too easy. Pick a date. We'll wait at least 250 years. But then after that, we're coming back.
Yeah. Wait for their kings to get bigger and then we'll come back.
They're a bit of a challenge.
Okay, come on. Alrighty, so this is the last question.
Okay.
I'm going to put everything on this question, all right? So if you get this question right, you win your alien pew card.
It's nothing.
If you get this wrong, you get nothing.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Except for knowledge. I've got knowledge.
But it will be the first time in the history of our time together that you will have lost something, and that makes me a bit sad. But okay.
It is sad, but we have to learn. We have to learn to lose. Like this is part of life, you know. You know, like Napoleon lost his height, all the other stuff that he collected. So we've got to lose sometimes. I mean, he was an angry fella, but you know, we got to learn from that. Please continue. I'll be quiet for just 1 second.
Okay. All right. So this question is an A, B, or C answer.
Oh, okay.
So you've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right.
This is just like multiple choice. I will say this, in first year university, physics exam was mostly multiple choice, and we got told it was going to be all multiple choice. But then we got in there and there was actually some long answers, and the multiple choice ones, we got told it was going to be exactly the same exam as the year before. I'd memorized the year before, it was all different, so I just chose C every time. I surprisingly failed. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Obviously designed by scientists, that test.
God. So I actually probably got the answers right. Because scientists lie to us, they mark them wrong.
Yeah, because they don't want us to know the truth, do they?
No, the truth is out there.
Truth is out there. See?
Truth is out there.
I know, right? Okay. Question 6.
A, B, or C?
Alien kill gun. This is a B or C multiple choice question.
I'm so focused.
How many UFO sightings are reported daily around the world? Okay. This is daily around the world.
Okay.
A, 5.
Okay.
B, 29. C, 192.
Do you know what? A lot of people would fall for your tricks again, Michelle. They would think, oh, it's going to be a big number because people are crazy and stuff. But I will tell you that I know that you sent me a message, like the little ESPN message came through. Like an antennae sent it through. And just before you like when you said how many sightings, and you paused just before you said A, the number 7 popped into my head. That is closest to the number 5. So I'm going to say 5. 29, 130.
Incorrect. 7 wasn't even an answer.
I know, but because it got a bit scrambled on the way by Australia Post.
No.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. 192. I know. I actually think that you might, I'm still not convinced that I'm speaking to the real Adam. I think you actually might be alien Adam.
But I've tricked you beautifully by getting the answers wrong and
That's
teasing where you can't. Yeah.
Adam would never get all of the questions wrong. The real
Never.
Adam.
No.
So how do I know that you're not an alien? How can you prove it to me?
How can I prove that I'm not an alien? I mean, the aliens, because they have, like, there's the thing with gravity on their planets as well, makes it a little bit tricky. But aliens, because of the way their mouths are aligned and their numerous eyes, they actually can't drink water out of a glass.
Okay.
So I'm just going to drink water right now to prove that I'm not an alien. Oh my gosh! I'm an alien!
So I want that Adam back. I want my Adam back by the next episode. All right, alien? So
He will be back, and he will have mopped up the water that's on the floor.
Whatever you've done with him, just, remove the probes, and I want him back by the time, because next time we're doing one of my favorite topics.
What is it?
We're doing gladiators.
Oh, he does like dressing as a gladiator. That is true.
Okay, so Alien Adam, I'm saying it was really lovely talking to you today, and nice to meet you, and good luck on ruling the world.
Thank you.
Your mum and dad come back.
You brought up mum and dad.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Apparently I'm a robot.
Okay, but just remember me. Just remember how nice I was to you.
So nice to meet Michelle.
Okay, good.
You will, and you're only a little bit taller than Napoleon Bonaparte, so we won't take you anyway. You're a little fish. Little fish.
No, I'm sure you can do much better than me. Okay, Alien Adam, thank you so much for being on today's episode. It was lovely to have a special guest with us today.
My pleasure.
Stuck at doing quizzes though, so you might need to work on that if you're going to rule the world. If you would like to see the real Adam back, then we need you to hit the subscribe button and we need you to press like, and we will see you for Gladiators on another episode of Ask Adam and Michelle. Bye, Alien Adam.